You know, been watching a lot of things happening. In the last little while, I had a conversation with a friend of mine, and I don't know if you heard about the young lady, Miss Man. They called her Kiki Man. Her son shot her. 10-year-old boy shot her because she didn't want to buy him a VR. Some of you might question whether or not she was a good mother, but I know different. She's a very good mom. Very good mom. And this is Big Dell, and this is a real spiel. I'm on my way on public transit. Sometimes public transit in this city is easy. But if you saw what I showed you a sign of earlier,
Dovercourt Road.
The street here is called Queen Street, but the LGBT community has renamed it Queer Street. So,
Please look right for traffic when exiting.
Miss Man was shot by a 10-year-old little boy who obviously has some mental health concerns. And he doesn't realize that his mother's not coming back. But let me tell you the backstory of what took place in his life. So his mother was seeing a man.
Next stop.
A guy, he's in church. He's
He's
actually a singer, apparently, who eventually became a pastor. And this guy was seeing two people. And he happened to get, I'm going to call her Kiki Man pregnant. And he hurried up and went and secured his other situation and married the young lady who he was seeing, the other young lady he was seeing. And Miss Man goes to the point of having this child. They're in Wisconsin. And she does what she's doing. She's got 4 kids now. She has 3 from somebody else and 1 from him. And the little boy has some exceptionalities. But the other gentleman, he's gone on with his life. He's got a family, he's got a wife now. And she's doing that single mother thing that single mothers do. Apparently she was a very good mother. Now I'm speaking to somebody who knew her personally. This is where I got this information from. She's a good mom. She was strict. She's a no business kind of mom. And apparently what took place was the young man, he was, doing what young men do, dragging his feet. It's time to go to school. And, somewhere along the lines, he was asking for that VR, and she was like, I'm not buying it for you because, you're not listening, X, Y, and Z. The typical parental stuff. But Kiki Man, Miss Man, she had guns. She had a lot of weapons.
Next stop.
She was a gun enthusiast, and for her own protection, for the protection of her family, she had guns, and she had guns in the house. Now the question remains whether or not she had taught this young man how to either use a gun, be safe with a gun, or whether the gun was lying around haphazardly. He got mad at his mother. He ran, got the weapon that he knew was in the house, and he shot his mother in the head. And so the question remains, is like, where was, a lot of men would ask, where was the man? Where was the parental oversight? Where was the male oversight over this boy? And this is the season that we're living in right now. This is why organizations I have to give a lot of credit to, even though I'm not part of those organizations that have the capacity to mobilize men, have men thinking about family, have black men re-engaging in the nuclear family model for life. Organizations like Hebrew Israelite organizations. I mean, brother, anything that can organize man to be man and to take accountability and to be leaders in the house, that's not a bad organization for anybody. At all. It's not a bad organization for anybody. And this is one of the reasons why I've been very adamant, even though, like I said, I don't belong to those organizations. I don't belong to their to their ideological
Next
pattern,
stop,
specifically
Strand Avenue.
in general, but not specifically. I can still appreciate what has been built by organizations like that. So I just think it's a shame, bro. I just think it's a real shame, and that we have organizations like that that can sometimes step in and be a help to single mothers and a help to the community, and they're being demonized. It's really a shame. So I'm gonna upload this one in memory of Kiki Man. Another example of a lost generation due to the absenteeism of strong black
Please
male
look right for traffic when
presence in
exiting.
the home. Please don't create a narrative about her. Apparently she was a very good mother, and this a very terrible thing took place. My condolences to the family, to those who loved her, and to those that, remember her. We remember her too. And to the young man who took her life, her son, I pray God somehow find a way to fix
Next
that.
stop, Niagara Street.
This is Del K. Burton. This is The Real Spiel. I'll talk to you later.